Boom, boom, boom. Mm, 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 boom, boom, boom. Going to work. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. We going to work. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. The morning shift starts now.
It's just past 9 a.m. on February 22nd, 2024, and 22-year-old Laken Riley is about to go for her daily morning jog in and around the University of Georgia campus grounds in Athens before starting her day. Her housemates, also students, are occupied with school-related tasks at that moment in time, except for one, Lily Steiner. Lily, unaware that Laken has already left, wants to invite her for a coffee, but by the time she makes it downstairs, Laken is already gone. The group share their location on the Find My iPhone app for times just like this. So at around 9:30 a.m, Lily checks the app and sees that Laken is in a wooded area close by. It's a familiar spot along her usual route, one that many locals frequent. Thinking nothing of it then, and with a busy day ahead, Lily closes the app and heads out to run some errands. When she returns about an hour later, there's still no sign of Laken. Curious, Lily checks the app once again and notices that she's in the exact same location. A text message then follows asking if she's okay, but there's no response. So Lily reaches out to the group chat to see if anyone else has heard from her, and to no surprise, no one has. Though they're a tad concerned, they assume that there must be some explanation as to why she's in the forest. Thus, they continue with their day, expecting to hear from her soon.
Well, good morning. It look like we got us a modern murder mystery going on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Uno the One. I'm in a small box. Y'all ain't even tell me. Uno the One, Jenny hard-headed son, never the two. I've been saying that here lately. I usually start with never two. It's Uno the One. You know, just working out my catchphrases. But welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Ones Detective Agency. You are the morning crew, the world's best online detectives in the world's best precinct. Good morning. I hope everyone is well. I hope you have. I hope you're rested. I hope you're ready to get into it. Yes, this is the case of Laken Riley, and you probably say that name sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar. You probably heard this name before because it was one of the most polarizing cases that swept the nation and led to the Laken Riley Act. It's also a selling point to most of these politicians, especially Republican politicians in the current administration, as the reason to why illegal should be deported and why we going so hard on the illegal immigration. This is the start. If you're here in Georgia, you see this name scattered about all the attack ads that's going on for the governor's race for Georgia. So I said this will be a perfect time to inform my family, my detectives, on what they're witnessing on TV. So we're gonna tie it in, and you can be the judge of how these politicians are marketing their ads and if it's appropriate in is or if it's not appropriate. That's all I want to get in today. I had a case where we were going to go where it was a family type shootout. We still gonna drop that. We got that tomorrow. We just switched the days because I felt like this one was more important. I hope you guys got a chance to watch the emergency case on yesterday. If you had not watched the emergency case, that's just my regular content. It's not a live. You can go onto the Ones Detective Agency page, look at the emergency case. Make sure you leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, share it to somebody. Leave a comment so I can come and comment back to you because the engagement counts. Today we'll drop another video at 7 p.m. Emergency case every day this week, 7 p.m. It'll be there for you. This case tonight is going to be a doozy. It's going to be crazy. Hey man, say man, I done talked enough. I want to see who is at the job. So nobody will be like, oh, no, I got in. I ain't had to get this duty. No, you come in here late, you're going to get this duty. Let's see what hands he talking about. Let's see who at work, detectives. Welcome in. Bernice, is this the right area for the roll call? Where the paper at? Where the paper at? Let's see who at the job. Who? Is Pernell here? What about Leroy? Did Leroy bring his country at? What about Sheikah? Is Sheikah here? Oh, they don't work. They don't work in no. Well, I just want to say, welcome in. This is the morning shift. It's your boy Hanset. I'm back. Welcome to work, detectives. Bernice, did I do that right? Bernice!
Roll call.
Good morning, good morning. Hey, did y'all come to night shift last night? Did y'all clock in on the night shift last night? Night shift was wild as hell last night. Y'all, I got some disappointing news, and I want y'all to help me. Usually on Tuesdays, I have to give my TikTok people some love. So UnoDaOne with 2 E's on TikTok. I have a show called Delete This Later. I usually do that Tuesdays, 9:05, where we have a playlist of an artist or a decade or a genre of music, and we play that. You put your request in the comments. I play whatever you request, and we have real life conversations. But the night shift, we've been vibing. I brought night shift back, and I only was going to bring night shift back on the days that I didn't have other shows. But night shift was vibing. We were vibing so hard. I was doing it every day. I went back to my everyday 2 morning to night routine. But don't you think we should have a little break so we can talk life a little bit? So y'all let me know in the comments. Night shift, delete this later. Which one? You pick what you want to. You pick what you want to get tonight. Pick what you get. Night shift or delete this later. I'm going to ask this question throughout the show. I'm going to tally up the votes, and that's how we're going to rock. Y'all pick how we work. Y'all pick what y'all want to do. So let's get into it. Hey, Shayla, good morning. I hope everything good your way. Hey, beautiful. Virgo Tweet, what's up? How you feeling, man? You all right? Good to see you. Where my boy at? Where my boy at? Hey, I seen my boy getting that workout in. Hey, if you want to be a part of my accountability group, workout accountability group, we kicked it off yesterday. I got them 5 miles in. I hit a good kettlebell workout that I would lay it on the floor. I ain't even gonna lie. I almost threw up. But hey, that's how I punish myself. I mean, that's how I work out. So if you want to be a part, come on, join the team. Hey, Virgo Twin, you all right? Loving. You had good fun last night. Boy, night shift was a doozy. Yes, sir, Risky. Yes, sir. It was a doozy. No, that's duty for you. Good. Welcome in. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? I hope you rested well. Juice, what's up, bro? You good to go? Good morning. Good morning. That's me right there. That's me. Make sure y'all tap in Uno in real life. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to that page yet, make sure you subscribe because I got to get back. I got to start building that one too. I know we working hard over here on the work page, but I got to start building my personal page and get that right. And I need your help. Truck, what's up, big dog? Ooh, Truck. Boy, we had an extra case last night. Bro had got a DUI. He was in Canada though. He had got a DUI. And he was a CDL. He had a CDL license. And he was like, my life over. My life over. He kept saying that. My life over. Tell me why, bro. Done jumped on the police, tried to take his gun at the precinct. The police done jugged him up 7 times, killed him. Yeah, man. What's up, bro? I hope you good. Hey, we in here. Uh, you probably talking about the Laken Riley case, huh, Juice? You familiar with it, huh? Yeah, it's that junk all over the news, and the politicians are using this as a crutch. Good morning. Good morning. Using this as a crutch to implement what they want to implement. You feel me? Let's see. What up, V? That's my bro V. Make sure y'all follow my bro V Oshi, one half of the dynamic duo, the Melanated Mushroom LLC team. Tap in with Melanated Mushroom LLC for the best podcast on a Saturday at 10:30. Everything ain't for everybody. What's up, bro? Yes, yes, absolutely, Juice. The immigration. Santiago, good morning. How you feeling, bro? Smoking, what the hell you been at? Man, I'm glad you're in here. I hope everything good. Life treating you kind. It's always good to see your name in the lights down here a bit out. Thank you for being here. Sorry a little late. Got to take the puppy back to the vet this morning, so probably won't interact much, man. Blessings to little nephew dog, man. I hope everything good. You know what I'm saying? His cousin Bo said, hey, prayers and blessings. If you don't interact much, man, you came and showed your time. That's all that matters. Yes, Cindy, you was there. You saw it. It was crazy, right? That was crazy last night. Night shift was crazy. Dave, what's up, brother? Look at my bro, man. Every day he laying the brick, and I appreciate it. Dave, I look for you. I look for your message, bro. I ain't see no message. If you got me on Facebook, man, just hit me on Facebook. Hit me on the Facebook message. Demetrius Dallas. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put it in the comments. You just hit me up. Hit me up, bro. Everything good your way? Hey, there you go. My OG. What's up, OG? I'll put in the work, however need to be. Hey, man, I appreciate you putting in that work. Night shift, both. Okay, down. Okay, do the night shift and then roll to the YouTube. Okay. I I'm with y'all. Whatever y'all want. Whatever y'all want. That's what I'm on. Hey, okay. Delete this later 3 nights. Night shift 2 nights. I gotta balance it, dog. Cause I still, y'all, and I'm stretching a little bit. This is where we get to communicate. And I want to talk to y'all before we get into the case, because I don't want to talk about this during the case. I got let I got my Lego show. I got Foxhole Bros. I got delete this later, and I got night shift. If I and those are the nighttime vibes. If I do each show and I stay committed to what I thought of the plan in my head, it's gonna take away from the night shift. Night shift will get 1 day. Night shift will get 1 day. You know? So, but I think we enjoy the night shift. So I'm trying to find a balance. Y'all gotta help me find the balance. Cause if not, if I don't find a balance, what's gonna happen is I'll burn myself out. Cause I'm gonna try to make it happen. That's just who I am as a person. And then I'll burn myself out. I won't sleep. Then I'll crash out, and then I'll be gone for 2 months. Cause I've done it before. So y'all gotta help me find a balance. I'm asking you as a friend, help me find a balance. Cause if I don't, I'll just work myself to death. Cause I'm a dog like that. Straight up, straight up. So I'm gonna need y'all to get me right. That's a good idea though. But what if I flip that night shift 3 and then try to work in the other ones? But I still need a day for me to charge. And then I'm doing, we got the special agents that's dropping this week. Then we got emergency case that we drop every day. So we working. I just wanted to put y'all inside my mind and how I be working. But I need your help. I need you to tell me what I got to do. Hey, let me make sure I got everybody. Bonner, Bun, what going on? Thank you for being here in the building. We ready to go. We ready to rock. Let me see. Truck. Gotta check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I want to make sure I talk to everybody. My girl Modesty in the back. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Modesty? What's up, Cherie? What's up, ladies? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all in the building. Let me see. Y'all gotta let me know. Hello, one night shift, 1 day in the discussion from Six God. Hey, nephew just told me what it is. Send me a message. I tried to email you. You said that email doesn't exist. This is the email. I think you probably might have missed that D. 31525 at Yahoo. Yeah, it's in there. You'll see it. Crash out free zone. Yeah, I'm trying not to crash out, bro. I'm trying not to, but I will because I'm working hard for a goal because I want to be the biggest, and I would. That's how we gonna do it. That's why I'm asking y'all and I'm including y'all in the growth process. So y'all gonna have to help me. Y'all gonna have to help me. But I ain't make sure I touched everybody. I talked to everybody, V. I used to say that. That was kind of Epsteinish, wasn't it? Talking about I touched it. Make sure I touched everybody. Nah, I can't say that to y'all. But I can say, welcome to work, detectives. Let's get into this case. This is the case of Laken Riley on the best true crime reaction show on the net with the best true crime reaction detectives in the world. This is the morning shift. Welcome to work, detectives. Let's go.
Here this morning, police are looking for a
The
suspect
only detective agency capable of handling these grotesque and obscene cases. Look no further than the One's detective agency, where evidence does not matter. We lock you up and figure it out later.
Hey, what's up?
The One's detective agency, with your captain, UnoDaOne.
Welcome to the One's Detective Agency. I'm UnoDaOne. Welcome to work, detectives. Let's get to work. Y'all ready? Juice just said something. I will give Night Shift an elite vibe. Me too, because Night Shift was the first. That was how we got into the mix. I just went to the mornings because they said all my people was on in the mornings. So I switched because I had another show called, this was my favorite show, the Morning Wood Morning Show. It was like Wendy Williams meets Breakfast Club meets Reading Rainbow, all in one. No cap, no cap. That was my favorite show, and I had a little style. We'd probably be about 15 deep on the Morning Wood, but I transitioned because getting into the stars business and digging through their stuff, it just made, and that's the time Puff was going through his stuff. It was just making my head crazy. So I took a break, and then we started doing true crime because I wanted to shift, and it took off. It took off. So I'm with you on the Night Shift being an elite vibe. But let's get to this case. Laken Riley,
Heads
we
out
here.
once again to run some errands and returns at around 11:30 a.m. When she
Yo, we
does,
gonna read
Laken
Rainbow, bro.
still isn't at the house, and there's no word from her. So she checks the app once more, and surprise, surprise, she's in the exact same location. When Lily checks on this occasion, she's with Sophia Magana, another housemate, who's just came home from an exam. Sensing something's off, Sophia suggests they should head over to the location to check out what's going on. However, when they arrive, there's no sign of Laken, just a single AirPod lying on the ground. Assuming it's hers, they
Drop
pick
and
it
give me
up and
50.
rush back to the
Our
house,
bro
where they
Dave
call
said,
the
drop
college
50.
campus police for assistance. What unfolds over the next few hours is truly disturbing, and it not only sends shockwaves across the United States, but rather the entire world.
Yeah.
Details about Laken Hope Riley's childhood are limited, but we do have some insight into the few years leading up to that day in February of 2024. At River Ridge High School in Cherokee County, she was described as a beacon of positivity,
That's what.
a standout athlete to inspire.
So let me tell you a little bit about River Ridge. I can tell you about this because I live in Cobb County, and Cobb and Cherokee, they're sister counties. It's a little affluent community, mixed community, majority white, but the median income probably 70,000. These people live well. This is a well-off community, well-off county, top schooling, private schools. Look, she's on the campus of the school. Like, she turned. This Cherokee is upper level. So River Ridge, a great school.
Inspired her peers and someone who teachers say was kind and had a passion for learning. Laken ran on the River Ridge cross-country team
Appreciate
for
that,
4
Juice.
years and competed in the
Thank you, Tail.
GHSA state cross-country
Thank
final
you, Bun.
various times in Carrollton. She was an unselfish individual who relinquished her opportunity to run finals her senior year because she thought she was not 100%.
So, Juice, now you it's rolling. You rolling right into it. And think about this as well now. I think River Ridge is Christian based. We're in the Bible Belt. An affluent young white lady. I ain't gonna.
fit.
I'm just telling you, I live here all my
Laken
life. I'm a
had
Georgia
two
boy.
passions in life. One, as he just learned, was pushing her limits both
That shit
mentally
cutie pie,
and
man.
physically through running.
Cutie pie.
The other, caring deeply for others. Her desire to make a positive impact on people's lives was a core part of who she was. She genuinely went that extra mile to support those around her. So much, in fact, that upon graduating in 2020, she pursued a career in nursing, and it's for that reason she ended up at the Augusta University's College of Nursing by early 2024. To clear up any confusion,
she did not get me that ring light, y'all. Now I'm out here tweaking and tweaking. That's your girl.
Augusta University's College of Nursing is located within what's considered the University of Georgia Athens campus grounds. There's someone else living
Here, the University of Georgia. If you go over down a little bit, that little white circle that you see below, and the two buildings, it'll be a white circle that you see like to the left. The two buildings, the field. It's right by a school. That's where I was stationed. That's the Branch Medical Clinic, Athens. When I came back, I was stationed there. This was my last duty station. I live in Atlanta, but I commuted every morning. It took me about an hour and 40 minutes to get there. And
within the same area at around that time as well.
Let's go big. Let me get my light right.
26-year-old Jose Ibarra, a feared member of Venezuela's Tren de Aragua gang, had snuck into the United States illegally in the autumn of 2022. Tren de Aragua, as many of you will know, have started to make headlines recently due to their growing presence and violent criminal acts within the United States.
The Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua now has operations in 16.
And they took over. You remember a Venezuelan gang came and took over a whole entire apartment complex? That was this gang.
States. That's according to a Homeland Security memo obtained by the New York Post.
In Colorado.
Crimes linked to the group include murder, robberies, gun smuggling, as well as famous apartment takeovers in Colorado. Joining us now is Victor of.
They tried that apartment takeover in Florida. They tried that and it ended up a shootout. And they tried that in Georgia, and it ended up a shootout. So, Colorado, they thought it was sweet.
Agent with ICE and Homeland Security investigations.
Now, I don't know too much about the Latino gang, but I know one gang. When you say they name, shit change, and it's MS-13. They all throughout Georgia. They all up here in the city. So, yeah, I don't know too. I'm not too familiar with these guys. This Venezuelan gang.
His partner were ambushed by a Mexican drug cartel some years ago. His partner, Jaime Zapata, was killed in that incident. Yeah,
that light do make a big difference, bro. But at night, when I don't use the light, because it's night shift, you know what I'm saying? Set the tone. It don't have to be as bright because we at night. But when we in the morning, I want to, so I'm going to go ahead and order me a light. I just be tripping. I be putting it on, babe, and she be forgetting. She forgetful. She's forgetful. Hey, I'm ready to lock him up because we know he did it. Let's put him in cuffs. Let's go ahead and put him on cuff.
You're cuffed, detective. Cuff him. Cuff him now.
Let's go. Back to the case.
You know, Victor, all too well the dangers of Mexican drug cartels. This is a new danger from Venezuela. What's your assessment of Tren de Aragua?
They're in Dallas too.
It certainly is a danger and actually a national security threat. A lot of people are not talking about the links that the Tren de Aragua has to Venezuela. and the regime there with Maduro over there. So Maduro has a lot of connections, obviously. We know that Hezbollah, Iran is present there, and the Tren de Aragua coming directly from the Maduro regime into our country. And by the way, mentioning the Mexican cartels, the latest that I've heard is that Tren de Aragua is now kind of feuding with the Mexican cartels to take over some of those areas and plazas to...
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. If you just a baby gang, if you a baby gang, you don't want to throw no rocks at the cartel, my boy. You a fool if you, boy. No, Jack. No, sirski. If you ain't 500 strong, no way, boy. Don't, boy, no. That is a dummy mission.
Take over some of these smuggling schemes because they see the money and potential that they
sure.
can make with that type of trafficking.
The organization is estimated to have a few thousand members, but don't let the numbers fool you because their presence is felt anywhere that they've established a...
I thought they did that in New York, Loving. I thought they tried that in New York too. Didn't that shit get shaky? I mean, they took over the apartment building for like 2 or 3 days, but then them folk rallied and got them folk up out of there. Right? I think that in New York, I think that's when it first jumped off. If I thought so. I thought so, Loving. I thought so. Yeah, MS-13 nationwide. Clicked up with a tango blast. They gave us sort of immunity, it seems. Damn. They have sort of immunity, it seems. They like playing Russian roulette, but Sinaloa ain't finna play with you.
Just look at what's happened in the United States recently. This relatively small group became one of the main talking points of the 2024 election. When Jose entered the United States illegally, he wasn't fleeing any type of persecution, nor was his life in immediate danger. According to his wife, they wanted to make the trip in search of better opportunities for themselves. The couple, along with his wife's 5-year-old son, crossed the border in El Paso, Texas in September of 2022. Upon doing so, they were detained, but were released soon after due to a lack of detention capacity, and then were put on a bus headed for New York. At that time, the city allowed illegal migrants to go there and would assist by providing food, shelter, and even financial.
I ain't finna lie to you. I wish when New York City when all the boroughs was popping and active, I wish I could have been in the mix to see how the New Yorkers act in their domain. It's a different vibe. Yeah, I be getting into it with New Yorkers, but they have a different energy. It's loud, it's boastful, it's proud. Like, what New Yorker you met in your life that's not proud to be from New York? None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. People in Georgia, they'll be like, but yeah, I'm from Atlanta, but I'm from Brunswick. They'll, you know what I'm saying? But New York, but they claiming it. They claiming it.
When the family arrived in New York, they were placed in the Roosevelt Hotel in Manhattan, the city's migrant arrival center. It's unclear if any Tren de Aragua-related criminal activity occurred during his stay. However, within a year, Jose would see himself in handcuffs for non-gang-related charges. He had found some employment as a food delivery driver, and on the day of his arrest, he was seen riding a moped with his stepson, who wasn't wearing a helmet. So concerned locals reported the situation to the police, which led to child endangerment charges. At that point, the NYPD should have lodged a detainer, which, for those of you who don't know, allows ICE to take a person, in this case Jose, into their custody to ultimately be deported. However, they didn't, and he was released. Around a month later, Jose approached officials within the Roosevelt Hotel to request a flight to Georgia to join his brothers Diego and Argenis, who also entered the country illegally. According to sources, the reason for the move was for work. Apparently, Diego would call Jose on a near enough daily basis, telling him to get over there because the opportunities were endless. This request would end up being approved, with the city covering the cost of his flight. But his wife and stepson didn't make the trip because the couple had split shortly after his arrest for reasons that have never publicly been stated. Instead, a woman, Rosbelly Flores Bello, also an illegal migrant who had met Jose while staying in New York, took the trip with him. When the pair touched down in Georgia, they lived at a property.
So they bounced around. They went from Texas. Shit ain't work. They went to New York. Shit ain't work. Now they in Georgia. And like they said, they should, after the first incident, they should have, what did he say, a detainer or something? But they let him go because that wasn't a big deal. And I think culturally, over where in Mexico, I don't think they have to wear helmets. I don't think I see on the videos every time when I go take me a YouTube trip to another country, they be no helmet, just chilling, straight up, man. So you know, illegally but facilitated and funded. Talk that talk,
In the
Juice.
Argo
Talk,
apartment
talk, Juice.
complex. This is where Jose's brothers
There
had
she
been
go.
cased by authorities.
See, how you feeling, boo? I hope everything good your way. You woke up beautiful this morning. Yeah, let me see your smile. Let me see. Yeah, you smiling too. Welcome in. I hope you feeling amazing. You ready to take over the day? You ready to knock out all your goals? Come on in, see. We been waiting for you. You know you're on the desk. You the first one late today. You the first one. You in charge of the warrants. We love you to death, though. Come on in here.
Get in here. Get in here. You're the first late detective to come to my office. You know what? It's not my office anymore. It's your office now, late detective. Desk duty. And clean it up in here. Looks like a pig's been living in here.
Welcome in, Sassy. Welcome in, ma.
Although Georgia was described as the land of opportunity, that wasn't really the case. You see, although Diego bragged about numerous job listings, there wasn't any work for them. Diego did have a job for a brief period at the University of Georgia, but he was fired once staff figured out he was in the country illegally. With plenty time on their hands then, some of them turned to crime. Diego and Jose were caught by police stealing clothes and food from a Walmart. The pair were given a citation for misdemeanor shoplifting and were let go. Again, just like in New York, the police should have lodged a detainer with ICE, but according to a spokesperson...
Okay, so the helmet, let's talk detectives. This is a real pretentious type of topic. Immigration and illegal. Everybody is, I think people are people, bro. And if you escaping from some impoverished type shit to get a better opportunity for you and your family, I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Because they weren't arrested, no checks about their immigration status were done. Our officers do not have immediate access to immigration status. According to ICE's 287G program, the general process of identifying and removing non-citizens with criminal or pending charges arrested by state and local law enforcement agencies is handled during the booking process by the law enforcement agency responsible for the jail. If these checks were done, then maybe what happened just a few short months later would have never occurred because Jose would have either been in the...
Sorry about that. Y'all can hear me now, right? People call, like, I told y'all I've been on this grind for about 5 years trying to keep building, right? At 9 o'clock. That's when I be lit. It be doing something to me when my friends call me or my family member call me during that time. Come on now. Let's go. We back to the case.
custody of ICE or wouldn't have been in the country at all.
Cal, what's up? 007? What's up, bro? Thank you for being here.
In the early hours of February 22nd, 2024, surveillance camera footage captures Jose Ibarra lingering around an apartment block on the university campus grounds. His own apartment complex is less than a minute's walk away. He appears to be focused on one apartment. As you'll see, he repeatedly attempts to open the door. When he goes out of shot around the back, he peeps through the apartment window.
Let's go big so we can see. 50 taps, 50 taps. Like he's just malingering. He just malingering. Is this Lincoln's apartment? How did he know Lincoln? Laken. I call it Lincoln. Yeah. Yeah, that's what was he stalking her? Because the evidence said that I didn't think they knew each other. See, that's why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to hear besides from politicians. Like he waiting. Like he's just chilling. Yes. And that's what I was like, what's going on? Let me I think the dude at the bus stop looked at him like, I don't know what he got going on. Oh, I'm so disrespectful. I'm sorry. Let's do this right, man. We don't welcome nobody in the way I did. What's up, Cal 007, man? Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Ones Detective Agency. I am your host, UnoDaOne, Jenny Hardheaded Son, and you are interacting with the world's finest online police force, the detectives. In the case, guess what that is? That's the morning crew. We hope you become a part of the morning crew by hitting like, subscribe, the notification, select all on the drop down. Come back and kick it with us on another show. You'll get your detective badge and be put on the payroll. That we trying to work the payroll out. We gonna get it, but you gonna be a part of it. Welcome in, OG detectives. Welcome in, Cal 007 to the team, man. Thank you for being here. Now let's get back to the case.
Inside, the occupant, a young lady, who's been getting ready for the day ahead, is oblivious as to what's going on outside. That would change at this moment right here though. You see Jose ducking? Well, that's because on his final attempt to open the door, the occupant heard the handle rattle, so she looks through the peephole and asks who's there, prompting that response from him. The occupant then calls 911. Following this, Jose slowly walks away from the scene into the Oconee Forest Park and doesn't return. So why was Jose lingering around in the early hours then? Well,
Yeah.
according to detectives, they believe he was trying to hunt someone down to... This was the leading theory because of what
So
happened
what?
less than 2 hours after he entered the forest. It's around 9:05.
He said he was trying to do what? Rob them or grape them? I didn't get that part. I didn't hear that. Did y'all hear that? Put them bikes in the comments. We finna run that bike. We finna run that bike because I want to get all the detail. Put the bikes in the comments.
Like bite.
All right, now say
Bite.
it. Say it how I said it.
I don't. That be really sound like it. Really feel weird, even me trying to prepare my mouth to do that. But like, I say bite, bite, street, bite, pipe, bite, pipe. That sounds crazy. All right, that is a country. All right, let me do it. I said it ain't like hard and it's just back. That sounds
Now
weird
see, I
though.
felt like you was
We ran that bike. New detectives. That's a feature that you have here. If you want to go back a minute in the case, something you missed, you just
Inside,
drop your
the
bike in the
occupant, a young
comments
lady,
and we
who's
run
been
it by you.
getting ready for the day ahead, is oblivious as to what's going on outside. That would change at this
So that
moment
wasn't
right here,
Laken.
though. You see Jose ducking? Well, that's because on his final attempt to open the door, the occupant heard the handle rattle, so she looks through the peephole and asks who's there, prompting that response from
He in all black, hooded up, hood pulled tight. He over there on some bullshit. He over there to cause hurt, harm, and confusion. He a dog. He a dog for that. Ugly dog. Ugly dog. Ugly dog.
him. The occupant then calls 911. Following this, Jose slowly walks away from the scene into the Oconee Forest Park and doesn't return. So why was Jose lingering around in the early
Why was
hours
Jose
then?
lingering?
Well, according to detectives, they believe he was trying to hunt someone down to... This was the leading theory because...
Oh, he blanked it out. I thought I was talking. I heard him go like it's, I don't know if it's Rob or Grape, but I heard the R like, he probably...
What happened less than 2 hours after
Cal,
he
he was
entered the
hunting.
forest?
Damn.
It's around 9:05 a.m.
I don't be wanting to
Laken
believe
Riley
these
is captured
politicians
on
on this shit, though.
CCTV going for her morning jog. That's roughly 2 minutes after she was captured on the Ring doorbell camera. She's going on her usual route and cuts into the forest, as you already know.
Okay, she running. Baby girl just out there doing what she do, living life. And it's so crazy because I got a daughter on LSU campus, so all this
As
be
discussed
in
earlier
my
on in the
head,
video,
bro.
Laken doesn't re-emerge from the forest, and her friends, concerned, begin a small search party for her. But after searching for about 20 minutes, they re-emerge and contact police to ask for assistance. It would take first responders 21 minutes to locate
Look,
Laken.
we definitely gonna keep the live up. We ain't taking it down. Oh. Delete this later is another show, but I keep all the morning shifts and the night shifts up in the emergency cases. Yeah, love. Now, I was just talking about other shows. Now you right on point. I'm gonna keep it up. Family found out about Laken's death. Damn, bro. Rest in peace, Miss Laken, man. She had no idea she was just running. So that wasn't Laken door he was at. He was just at a random whatever. And he knew it was a woman in that apartment. And luckily, she had the protection of God over her. She had a door lock, her screen door was locked. She didn't just open the door willy-nilly. She looked to say who's there and called the police. Good job, young lady. You saved your life. But young Laken was just out running, trying to stay in shape and maintain. And he left from that location where he was unsuccessful and cut through the woods. Just coincidence that he ran into her. Sheesh, bro. Sheesh, that's tough.
I don't want to tell you.
That's tough.
Because I don't have names. I don't know who anybody is.
Rest in peace to Laken, man. She fought for 17 minutes. Man, rest in peace to that baby girl, man. That's
When
tough.
Laken was found, first responders made every effort to save her life, but sadly, she was pronounced dead at the scene. Her cause of death was later determined to be blunt force trauma and asphyxia. Surprisingly, the murder weapons, 2 rocks, were discovered at the scene.
He
An
beat her with rocks
investigation
because she
into
was
the
fighting his
incident was
ass.
opened and evidence collection began right away. A stack of evidence was recovered from the scene, but the breakthrough came when investigators reviewed surveillance camera footage. The CCTV revealed the man in black who had been lingering around the apartment block shortly before the murder. And
Yeah, that's
because he was
sad,
spotted
man.
heading
Dave.
into the forest
Creep
in the
mode for
direction
sure.
where Laken was later
For
found, it
sure.
made him their #1 suspect. Laken's heart, according to her smartwatch, stopped at around 9:28 a.m., meaning then
The smartwatch detected when her heart stopped. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That little girl, that little lady didn't deserve none of that. That little lady didn't deserve none of that. But because this gentleman was an illegal immigrant, he put a black eye on 98% of the people that come over here trying to get a better life. That still doesn't make it right to target everybody, in my opinion. I know this is going to ruffle a lot of feathers,
if there
but
was anyone who was
I'm a feather
behaving
ruffler.
suspiciously on
Back to the
CCTV
case.
in the surrounding area after that time, they'd become the primary focus for the investigation. And what a surprise, there it was, a man acting extremely suspiciously at a nearby apartment complex.
Hey, Juice, she did have that boy on his heels. She fought for 17 minutes because he was short and burly. He was a little bowling ball. Look, he's smoking cigarettes already, so his heart ain't up. You know she was a good athlete. You say she played soccer, baseball, rugby, and cross country. She was about that action. She fired. And that brings me back to what I tell all my lady detectives. Get that fire. Go to the range. Learn how to work your weapon. And if that man touch you, fire his ass up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up, bro. Back to the case.
Roughly an hour after Laken's heart had stopped beating. The man was captured placing some items in 2 separate dumpsters on 2 different occasions. Each time, he wore different clothes. Detectives felt this lead was worth investigating, so they travelled to the apartment complex. When they arrived, however, they encountered a setback. One of the dumpsters had already been emptied, which meant a potential loss of evidence. Just as they thought this lead was going nowhere, they searched.
That's not a potential loss of evidence. That's showing that we got a detective that's not willing to go above and beyond. Because where does trash go? To the landfill. They know where they put it. I mean, if you want to go above and beyond, we seen here reacting to other cases where they went to the landfill to find body parts, to find murder weapons, to find anything they wanted to find. Now, you probably saying, "Oh no, man, nobody finna go through no damn landfill." I mean, if you're exceptional.
The other one, and it was there they found blood-stained clothes. Lab tests later confirmed that the blood belonged to Laken Riley.
Sorry, guys, internet was tripping. It's no audio right now, so let's go through. Let me say that's why I carry protection on me. This is absolutely sad. Juice, why did I know what you meant, Big Burley? I knew what you meant, bro. This is sad, and no, it does not put a bad light on the rest of the immigrants that's coming over here on real life. I want a better life. I'm in the chase for the American dream.
There's hair on the buttons, ripped up sleeves.
Oh, so they went to the. That's how you go get it. Or did they just go to the other dumpster?
Bundle it up.
Yeah, that's just the other dumpster.
Is,
But that's still a good job. Still good job. Y'all have been there. Still good job. Good work, detectives.
See a brunette?
Dumpster dive, but that boy in that thing like a coon.
Women's long hair wrapped up in the buttons. While I'm in here, stand by.
Damn. A 19-year-old college student was killed at the lakefront in Chicago this weekend by a guy from Venezuela. You know that's going to be in the election ads. You know.
It's not the same. It's part of some other trash.
At all. I will be one of those over obsessive police. Like I'll think the case, eat the case, like I'll be in that. That's probably another reason I'm not police or detective. I didn't go that route. So my obsessive personality.
I don't see anything else.
I obsess on things, over things.
Sticking out. You good with it?
Yeah, now go on to the shower. Go on to the shower, Mr. Officer. Yeah.
What? Been called dumb before.
They need some Ohio detectives. Yeah, Ohio detectives was doing good. It's just the criminals that be going crazy. Drop and give me 50. Good call, detective. Let me get this in.
There's a guy right here. There's a guy right here. Yeah.
See, you just educated me, Juice. You said so much so there are landfills specialized equipment for sifting through the trash for body parts and evidence. Ain't no excuse. Go on over there and use that. Hola. Hola. Policia. That sounds like me when I be doing my Spanish. Hola. Policia. I know y'all don't have no Spanish speaking detectives and police in Athens. I know y'all do. Y'all do. I was there for 6 years. Yeah. So if we know this is what we're working with, so we can cut out the disconnection in communication, why don't we bring our Spanish colleagues along with us? Am I tripping or asking for too much? Let's get back to the case.
Hey, Policia, vamos. He said he left them on the stove, so I'm going to try and cut it off. Hey, I need you to translate one at a time. Come here.
I need you to translate one at a time. If you like the vibe, like the live, hit that like. Appreciate that, Dave. This educated me. Brother, that man said, hola, policia.
There's nobody else in here? No. He said no.
That's me. If you know me, if you know who I am, if you've been in the mix with me, if you know me as a man, you know I want the same thing, Cindy. You ask Yoshi. Even when I was a young jit, I protect women, women and kids, the whole time, all the time. I'll put my life on the line, for sure, for sure. No hesitation, no hesitation, no pump fake, no nothing. Let's get back to this case. I wanted to tap into the comments, so I let y'all know I wouldn't ignore y'all because I am engaged in the case too. And y'all let me know about the clip. Do y'all like this? This is a new channel that I found. We've never used this channel before. So if you want to react more to this, let me know how you feel about the graphics, the clarity, the sound of the video. Let me know. There you go. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you feeling, man? Everything good your way, Frank? You started off the day on a good note. You alive. God gave you another opportunity to be great. I hope you take advantage. But I just appreciate your time. You coming in to kick it with your boy, man. Hey, Frankie said, what going on, bang, bang? It's the Uno gang. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Good morning, everyone. We're about to have a blessed day. You, boy, that's how you come in and talk that talk. But, Frankie, broski, come on and help us out with the warrants. You know you're on the desk today. Welcome in, bro.
Hey, look, I understand you had a bad morning. Things didn't go your way. And it's still not going to go your way. You know where you're going? Desk duty, that's where. No, we don't have any PTO available for you. Sit down and do some work finally. Now that you're here. Desk duty, detective.
Appreciate that. Big standards. And it's always good to have somebody that knew me through my whole growth, from a little boy to now. You know, I stand up for women. I don't play like that.
And is work still usually done at 11?
Y entonces el miércoles usted acabó de trabajar a las 11. Trabajó 11 de la noche.
Hit that light, man. Did I hit the light? I don't think I hit the light. Thank you, Lovey.
Después del trabajo el miércoles, ¿dónde fuiste usted?
En la casa, porque nosotros no conocemos a más nadie aquí, no tenemos más ningún conocido. Nosotros somos los otros y más ningún conocido.
Tell me what he's saying now.
So we went straight home. I went straight home. We don't know anyone around here. We're just united together, and we don't know many people around here.
Okay, what time did you get home?
¿A qué hora llegaste a la casa el miércoles?
A las 11, por ser el horario de salud.
No, usted salió a las 11. ¿A qué hora llegó a la casa?
A la que me echó media hora caminando, 11:30, casi a las 12.
So, he walked, so.
Crazy situation. I told you I used to be a youth coach. One of my players did not make a play, missed the play. He was on the sideline. I'm telling him, press him to the sideline. Little shifty little running back. He gave him a dip to the inside to the hash, and he turned his hips. I said, oh, he gone. He ran right past him up the sideline. And I always tell my players, press the sideline. If he on the sweep, you beating him to the angle, your trail is coming. He didn't listen. He got beat. 70-yarder. 70-yarder. But his daddy grabbed him by the helmet, slung him, punched him. Boom. He got on shoulder pads, punched him right in the chest. Boom. He got up, slapped him in the helmet. Bang! When he slapped him in the helmet, his head went like this. I said, if you put your hands on him again, I'm going to beat your ass. He looked at me. He's like, this is my kid. I said, I don't give a fuck. Police had to break us off. In the middle of the game. We still won that game, though. But I don't play like that. I don't play like that at all. I don't care if it's your kid. You going to have to beat me, too? Me and your kid going to be laying side by side. But your daddy is strong. He with both of us. Nah, I'm with it.
He said he got home 11:30, almost 12 o'clock.
Okay, when you got home, what did you do?
Cuando usted llegó a la casa, ¿qué hizo usted?
Llegué a reposar un ratico y esperar que el cuerpo se me enfriara para meterme a bañar.
So he got in and just rested for a little bit and then took a shower.
Okay, who was home when you got home?
¿Quién estaba en la casa cuando usted llegó?
Estaban ellos, porque ellos salen más temprano, los hermanos míos. Ellos salen más temprano, ¿entiendes? Yo soy el último que salgo ahorita en el horario.
So it was them at the house. My brothers were there because I'm the one that gets home delays. They get home earlier than I do.
They were all
That's
in there?
crazy, Sassy.
Todos sus hermanos estaban aquí.
Sí, todos estaban allá en la casa allá.
And then what time did you go to sleep?
¿Qué hora que usted fue a dormir?
No,
Hey,
yo me
talk
pongo
over
el
this.
teléfono y no te puedo decir qué hora porque me pongo el teléfono a escribirle a mi familia, a mi niña.
Pero más o menos.
No, ni idea porque para uno, tú sabes cuando uno se queda dormido, uno se queda dormido, uno no ve la hora, ¿entiendes?
Okay, so he said I want to be able to tell you the time because when I get home, after I do what I do, I get on the phone, I'm playing on the phone, talking to my daughter, and just fall asleep. I can't tell you the time that I fell asleep, but I just fall asleep.
Okay, would it have been, he can't give you a range, was it a couple of hours after he got home, or had the sun come up?
Entonces, cuando usted fue dormir.
As an interrogator, that has to be difficult. That has to be difficult. I'm talking to this man, and I'm trying to gauge from. Then I got to look over here, and I don't understand exactly what the suspect is saying to me, so I can't even get a real feel of where my interview is going. So I know this has to be tough.
Dame más o menos si fue algunos minutos, algunas horas, o ya salió del sol.
Look who it is. Hey, see, hey, beautiful. How are you? I hope everything good your way. You in a good place and in a good space. I appreciate you for being here. You ready to attack today? You ready to have the best day of the week so far? Come on. Thank you for being here. You're on the desk. It's okay. It ain't nothing. You working the warrants today. We already, and you ain't gonna have a lot of work because we already know who did it. It's this dude. It's this dude right here. But we just trying to get the detail of the story. So, Bree, welcome in, beautiful.
Hey, look, I understand you had a bad morning. Things didn't go your way. And it's still not going to go your way. You know where you're going? Desk duty, that's where. No, we don't have any PTO available for you. Sit down and do some work finally. Now that you're here. Desk duty, detective.
Juice says, so quick to use the language barrier. English is used heavily in Venezuela. See, I was ignorant to that. I already was trying to make an escape for him, Juice, because that's what we're trained over here. Like, oh, he's a Latino. He's a Hispanic person. Yeah, he speaks Spanish. We don't speak Spanish. They don't use English. That's what I instantly thought, right? But look, you just educated me, man. Good work, detective. Boom. Let me know. So, yeah, but he probably just going back to his native language just to create the barrier. That's good work, detective. Good work, Juice.
Now that's what you call being trained properly. I like what you did there, detective. Good work.
Como que más o menos nosotros estamos como a la una y pico, algo así, porque
So if I had to guess, I would say probably one.
Hey, but you're not being crazy. You keeping it real. That's what I like over here. We ain't disrespecting nobody. We going on what we see and what we know. You see, we even got a little bro that be coming in Trump. He don't come in with all that. He be hyped up by Trump, but he come in, we be talking, we have good conversation. That's why I'm saying this community that we're building is different from anything that you can see on the internet. We can have difference of opinions, we can be from completely different places, we can be raised differently, but when you come here, we talk to each other, we communicate, and we ain't doing all that craziness. That's what I love about this. We are the sore thumb on the internet. We don't do all that what everybody else does. And that's why I like this. Thank y'all for being y'all. Big salute. Let's get back to it.
Sí, ayer desperté que como casi me paré tarde porque me pararon, pero los hermanos míos me pararon que como
I wish I knew what he was saying, because I feel like that the translator ain't telling us everything.
El men y la gorda. Sí, porque ellos se estaban alistando para irse a trabajar y ellos me pararon, no voy a trabajar. Era tarde.
So yesterday, his sibling woke him up, Manny and the partner woke him up. He he said it was around 2 o'clock. They came and woke him up.
So you were asleep from about 1 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
Entonces usted estaba dormido más o menos de la 1 de la mañana hasta casi las 2 de la tarde.
Did he say my baby mama name? Yeah, I just heard him say my baby mama name. My son's mother name is Manana. He just said Manana. I used to call her tomorrow too.
Queremos saber si usted conoce quién está en este video.
Mark, what's up, family? Thank you for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. This is the One's Detective Agency, the best true crime reaction show on the net. I am UnoDaOne, your host and lead Dick Brown Hill. You are interacting with the Morning Crew, the world's finest online detective agency ever. Thank you for being here, Mort. I hope you enjoy yourself. Subscribe, select the notification, hit all, so you'll be informed when we go live at 9:05 a.m. and 9:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you can join and become a part of the family. Come back and see another show. You get your badge and become an official The One's Detective. And we're going to put you on the payroll. But see, let me explain. Before you sign up for the job, we're going to put you on the payroll, but our payroll is broke. But you're going to be on the payroll. Okay? Welcome in, detective. OG detectives, welcome Mark in the building. Let's get back to the case.
Do you know where this is?
¿Sabe dónde es? Yes.
Who is this?
¿Quién es this?
Ese es mi hermano, veníamos, nosotros estábamos los juntos ese día.
That's me and my brother. We were both together that day.
Y'all are teaching me. Y'all are informing me.
En el video solamente una persona. ¿Quién es?
English is taught in schools in Venezuela, but most aren't in schools. They're stuck in prisons by the 100, like 100,000.
No, it's his brother. Sorry, about him. His brother.
Okay, I'm gonna rewind.
He didn't work because he woke up late, so he called out. Thank you, Dave, because I didn't even see the comment. But you when I seen you say that, I just thank you, Dave.
The trash can or the back over there by where we live.
Okay. No, ese está pegado, no está.
He said rewind.
Yes, I did. Just give it a second.
Dame un segundo.
You'll still see him walk. Is that his hat?
Agora é su gorro. Yes, it's my hat.
Okay, does he know what?
Sassy, don't do that, man. I'm trying to get a better payroll clerk.
I'm a human.
We know, girl. We just will not shake.
And I got respect for some of you females.
Is me in it?
But some of you females have to calm down.
You doing all that head shaking. We just asked your crooked back to cash our check.
Treat me like a human.
A what?
And I will treat you like a lady.
I said it's me in here too, bro.
You understand me? Clock it.
Oh, it's 10:15 in the morning.
Treat me like a human, and I will treat you like a woman. I will treat you like a lady.
First off, what is a lady?
I will have respect for you. Mo definitely have respect
your backhand,
for
your
you.
tongue cricket.
But some of you girls that really out there trying to be funny.
We just trying to cash our
and
kids.
trying to, you know what I'm saying, get this clap fame.
Say, nephew, wait a minute, Jay. I'm tired.
What are you being funny for?
Funny, boy. I just want my damn check.
I don't need you to try to be funny. You can just come up and act.
Where's Uno?
I am a human.
I'm gonna get a new payroll clerk, y'all, and we're gonna get payroll situated, man. That's why the payroll messed up. Back to the case.
His brother is doing.
¿Sabe qué está haciendo su hermano?
Yo me estaba botando la basura. Creo, yo sé, ahí te estaba botando la basura.
Looks like he's throwing something in the trash.
Okay. And how does he know this is Victor?
¿Cómo que usted sabe que es su hermano? Victor.
Porque ahí esa ropa yo se la he visto a él.
Because that seen him in that clothes.
Claro.
Okay. Are these clothes that only Victor wears?
Miss Amber got a dick, ain't she?
Nada más.
Eso después que empecé todo para su trabajo y todo.
Miss Amber,
And that's
you been doing
the
squats?
clothes that he wears for work and everything.
Okay. And I'm gonna show him one more picture. Or yeah, he's gonna show him one more video to
I got
see.
one more video for you to look at.
Otro video para ustedes mirar.
I'm gonna let you watch it, and then I'll ask some questions.
I met Forrest Griffin when he was on the Athens
Usted va a
Police
ver el
Force.
video, después va a
Then he
hacer
turned into a
algunos
UFC
videos.
champion. See, I could tell you my OG. Hey, when y'all new detectives, y'all hear me call Dez OG. He, when I was a little boy, raised me up with my cousins. Him and my cousins, they ran together. They were friends. They were best friends. So these was my brothers. They raised me. So y'all hear me call him OG. But yeah, look, he talking about, I was thinking that she looks thick up. So the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Yes, sir. Miss Elma was doing, yeah, Miss Elma been working out.
Esos videos era atrás de la Roma del autobús.
There are videos in the back where we take the bus.
You late, but you here, and you here and beautiful. Thank you for being here. I kept you up late last night on that night shift. Even gave you an extra case, so I know I worked so hard last night. So if I ain't doing no tripping, Pookie, I ain't doing no tripping. Come on in, help out with the warrants. We just glad to see your pretty face in the place. Thank you for being here, love. Welcome in. Y'all welcome your sister in, man.
Hey, look, I understand you had a bad morning. Things didn't go your way. And it's still not going to go your way. You know where you're going? Desk duty, that's where. No, we don't have any PTO available for you. Sit down and do some work finally. Now that you're here. Desk duty, detective.
That's at the bus stop?
Es en la parada del autobús? Yes.
Can you tell who that person is?
¿Quién es esa persona?
Ese es el hermano mío.
That's my brother.
Claro.
Is
Of
it
course.
Victor?
Sí, ya lo van a reconocer yo mi hermano.
He said, of course, that's my brother Victor. I know I recognize my brother Victor.
How does he know?
My fault, bro. My fault, bro. That's it, man. I love her, man.
That's the jacket. That's the jacket.
She know from family. I'm digging this way.
That's my brother.
He has a little bit of a mustache too.
Does he know why he has gloves on?
¿Usted sabe por qué está con guantes?
Dead, Sil.
Yo también uso guantes, yo vengo con
Sil, can I get a Panera salad, right? They got the Panera salad. I want one with the little beets on it. They got some beets. Ooh, it be good too. And give me some extra onions on mine. And I like ranch dressing. And give me they got a soup. I think what is it? Minestrone junk. I like that. Thank you. I stopped drinking them charged because them people was dying drinking them charged up lemonades. So I said, nah, I ain't gonna drink that. I'm just give me a water. Self got lunch today. Y'all put y'all order in for Self. We back to the case.
Eso es la pregunta. ¿Sabe por qué él está con guantes?
No sé por qué está con guantes el frío, me imagino yo.
I don't know why he's with gloves. The cold, I imagine that.
Does he sometimes bring gloves home from work? From the Chinese restaurant?
Cuando está allá trabajando en el restaurante de él viene para casa con guantes. ¿Sí o no?
Sí.
Yes.
Describe the gloves that he usually brings home.
Describe las guantes que trae para
Son los mismos que yo tengo metido en mi mochila, son esos.
It's the same ones that I put in my backpack. The same ones. Yeah.
Hey, hit me. Go ahead and drop me a quick email, bro. Drop me a quick email. I'm finna put my email address in there so I can get your email address. I tried to go back through the comments. It's a lot of comments.
Con Víctor ahí es la mochila de Víctor es suya.
No, esa es la de él, esa no es la mochila mía es la de atrás.
Is that your gray backpack or is that his?
Esta mochila gris es tuya o de
Mark, what's up, bro? What's up, Marcus? I hope everything good your way. You're in a good place and in a good space. Welcome to the One's Detective Agency, the morning shift. I can definitely give you some context. This is the case of Laken Riley. I know it's a nationwide case that you probably heard. The politicians is using this case for a marching cry to accelerate the deportation of illegal immigrants. This was the young lady that was killed on the UGA campus, University of Georgia's campus, while she was out taking a jog by a gentleman that was an illegal immigrant, didn't go through the proper channels. So right now what you see is after the murder, He's been apprehended and he's being interrogated. So I gave you a little rundown. I hope you up to speed a little bit. You may be familiar. You see all of these ads during the this is midterm elections coming up and local elections. You'll see the ads. This is one of the talking points where they use for their attack ad. So I just wanted to go and bring this case to the detective so we can see exactly why they're making a big deal about it and see if the big deal is warranted. Welcome in. I hope you can kick it with us and be a part of the family. OG Detectives, welcome in, Marcus. Thank you for being here. Let's get back to the case.
Esa es su mochila. Yo la mía era así, pero yo la mía era de espalda.
He said, okay, mine is a backpack. I don't know what he's looking at there. He said that one not, but his is gray as well.
That's a bag that kind of goes across your body.
Chino de lado.
They be smart as hell, but they tone and delivery is trash. Trash. They be smart though. They be brilliant. Brilliant as hell.
De espalda y de Victor's kid. De lado. Victor wears the backpack that goes across the body.
I should seen Victor
Cute.
with that bag before.
Man, I said, damn. I said, I must have made more girl, man. Well, I made sure, man. I like, well, hope everything good. What's up, family? Thank you for being here. You a seasoned detective, though, Q. You a seasoned detective. So come on and get on the desk, help out with the warrants. This is the case of Laken Riley. I keep calling her Lincoln. Laken Riley. You on warrants today. Come on.
Hey, look, I understand you had a bad morning. Things didn't go your way. Then it's still not going to go your way. You know where you're going? Desk duty, that's where. No, we don't have any PTO available for you. Sit down and do some work finally. Now that you're here. Desk duty, detective.
Welcome back.
Where's the mochila antes?
Sí, claro, la tiene en la casa.
Yes, of course, he has it at home.
We're in the last 15 minutes of the case, y'all. We're closing this one out strong today. And then we got to decide if we're going to do delete this later on TikTok tonight, or are we going to do 4 new cases of night shift? Let me know. Are we doing delete this later tonight on TikTok, or are we doing night shift? Let me know in the comments.
Entonces trae la mochila todos los días.
Claro.
Okay, so he's with the bag every day. He carries all his personal items in that bag.
Is that bag in the apartment right now?
¿Esta mochila está en los apartamentos?
Está en la casa.
Yes, it's at home.
Where?
I wish I knew how to.
In the apartment where we live.
Where is that?
Does Victor have a bedroom where he keeps that bag in?
Él tiene un cuarto donde él deja
Dimos todo, un solo cuarto nada más dimos todo.
We all stay in one room.
Claro,
one room that we stay together.
Dos camas, una de dormir la gorda y el otro menos mío.
Llamaron un mueble y
dormí todo juntos.
¿Cuántas camas entonces?
Dos camas y un mueble.
Okay, so he's saying 2 beds, and I think he's saying what's it called? Futon? Mueble.
Mueble.
Sí, con un sofá que se abre, con cama.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's saying like a futon and 2 beds.
So if we walk in the front door, like guide us to where Victor's belongings would be.
Entonces, entrando por la puerta de la frente, guíanos para donde vámonos para la izquierda o derecha, para cómo entramos, guíanos para llegar a esta mochila.
La mochila en mano, ahí pueden entrar en la puerta y todas las cosas, nosotros no tenemos nada escondido porque no somos delincuentes, como le digo, ¿entiendes?
Sí.
Todo está en su sitio, no somos delincuentes para estar escondiendo nada, ¿entiendes?
No, pero la mochila va a estar donde, ahí se quita de la puerta.
Sí, ahí
It's UnoDaOne, but at the end it's 2 E's. It says it wasn't delivered. Address not found. Your message wasn't delivered.
Entrando por la puerta, ¿dónde va a estar esta mochila?
Si no está en la cama, tiene que estar en la pertenencia. Yo tengo mi ropa doblada.
No suya, de Víctor.
Que todos somos hermanos, todos están juntos.
Okay. So he said, coming in, if it's not right there on top of the bed, it's gonna be by their stuff where they keep their clothes.
It's scrolling across the top.
Is that on the left?
¿Es el lado izquierdo o derecho?
De izquierdo.
Left side.
Much of the evidence that we collected during our investigation points to Victor as the person that hurt the student.
Va a quedar usted sorprendido.
See you tonight, loving.
Agarramos está indicando que Víctor lastimó a esta persona.
Tienen que tener evidencia como que digo.
Eso no es que le pregunté.
He was staying in an apartment right outside of campus.
Va a estar sorprendido, ¿sí o no?
Yo no puedo decir que sí porque no sé. Yo no puedo decir que sí.
Sí, yo voy a decir ahorita que su hermano Víctor le lastimó la persona que estamos investigando.
Quedaré sorprendido, quedaré sorprendido, quedaré
sorprendido. Of course I'm going to be surprised. Of course I'm going to be surprised.
Claro, porque tienen que tener evidencia, me imagino.
You're going to have evidence.
Yes, we understand.
Yeah. Entendemos eso.
But again, he doesn't know, you don't know anything about that, correct?
Pero otra vez, usted no sabe nada de eso.
No sé nada de lo que está pasando ni nada. Me quedo sorprendido porque me están investigando a mí también. Me quedo sorprendido.
I'm surprised because you're investigating me as well. I'm surprised.
At no time in the past 12 to 24 hours did Victor tell you any information about hurting somebody.
Entonces, en ninguna vez ahorita de las 12 a 24 horas, has dicho, Víctor, que algo ocurrió. ¿Qué pasó algo?
¿Qué pasó algo?
Sí.
No.
At any point in time, did you participate in trying to cover up somebody being hurt?
En cualquier tiempo, participó usted en alguien estando lastimado.
No participó en nada malo, que no me involucre en nada, ¿entiendes?
Dígame otra vez.
Que no participaba en nada.
I didn't participate in anything.
When police arrested Jose Ibarra, they immediately noticed multiple scratch marks covering his body, consistent with some evidence found at the scene. Laken had DNA under her fingernails, indicating she fought back and scratched her killer in a desperate struggle for her life. To no surprise, the DNA found on Laken's nails belonged to Jose. Given the circumstances and similar cases, detectives concluded that he initially attempted to rape Laken. However, when she resisted, he became enraged and murdered her. This isn't where the evidence stopped, because upon searching Jose's Snapchat account, detectives found photos taken on the day of the murder. In them, Jose was wearing the same clothes as the man in black,
100 hearts
and
for
they
Laken,
also
man.
found his fingerprint on Laken's phone.
100 hearts for
Although
Laken.
the fingerprint was a match, it wasn't identified.
And when you done tapping 100 times, put RIP Laken.
A forensic specialist, a detail that would become significant.
It looked like it went through
during the trial because yes,
looked like I just tried a
different
different way it went through. I didn't get a rejection letter,
but also the attempted rape and a peeping Tom charge due to the incident at the apartment block before the murder. Initially, the case was set to be decided by a jury trial, but the defense chose to switch it to a bench one instead, leaving Jose's fate in the hands of the judge. They argued that the intense media coverage had made it nearly impossible to find impartial jurors. In November of 2024, in fact only a couple of days ago from when I'm recording this video, the trial began. The prosecution's case was simple. All the evidence gathered, which we've already been over, pointed to Jose being the perpetrator. The defense, however, argued there wasn't enough proof beyond reasonable doubt, with the fingerprint evidence playing a key role in the defense. They even introduced an alternative theory that Jose's brother Diego may have been the man responsible. In the end though, ladies and gentlemen, the judge sided with the prosecution and found him guilty on all charges. Jose was sentenced to life in prison.
What's up, OG? I hope everything's smooth. I said, dang, wait, bro, we had celebrated the new transition. I said, dang, then my bro done disappeared. Glad to see you here, man. Glad to see you coming in and spending some time. Good to see you typing in the comments. I hope all is well. Hey, it's our brother Woke, y'all. Say, what up, Woke? You know what it is. You a seasoned detective, Woke. So come on, we got about 8 minutes left on the case. Help us out with the warrants today. Thank you for being here, brother.
Hey, look. I understand you had a bad morning. Things didn't go your way. And it's still not going to go your way. You know where you're going? Desk duty. That's where. No, we don't have any PTO available for you. Sit down and do some work finally. Now that you're here. Desk duty, detective.
After.
During the trial, I probably filled up 2 legal pads full of notes during the trial, but the closings, I want to just listen.
Yo, what's up, family?
And that's what I did. But I wrote down 2 things in the
Good
closing.
to see you, fam.
One was...
I think you came, like you a seasoned detective. You're part of the crew. Welcome in, family. You on the desk too. Come on, help out with the warrants. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your interaction. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Come on in. Get on the desk. We're going to finish this case strong.
Hey, look. I understand you had a bad morning. Things didn't go your way. And it's still not going to go your way. You know where you're going? Desk duty. That's where. No, we don't have any PTO available for you. Sit down and do some work finally. Now that you're here. Desk duty, detective.
A statement by Ms. Ross that the evidence was overwhelming and powerful. And then I also wrote down what Ms. Beck said, that I'm required to set aside my emotions. That's the same thing that we tell jurors in what and would give them their job. I would, that's the way I have to approach this. And I did. Both of those statements are correct. I'll now announce the verdict. In the state of Georgia versus Jose Antonio Ibarra, case SU 24CR0323, count 1, malice murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 2, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 3, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 4, felony murder. I find the defendant guilty. Count 5, kidnapping with bodily injury. I find the defendant guilty. Count 6, aggravated assault with intent to rape. I find the defendant guilty. Count 7, aggravated battery. I find the defendant guilty. Count 8, obstructing or hindering a 911 call. I find the defendant guilty. Count 9, tampering with evidence. I find the defendant guilty. Count 10, peeping Tom. I find the defendant guilty.
We watched that.
I certainly will allow both sides to look at this if you want to do it. The next step is sentencing. Oftentimes people use the term closure at an event like this, and I acknowledge
I can't even really
no
talk
such
right
thing
now. I
as
just want to hear
closure.
what he's saying.
There will not be closure. This is just another stage or event in this tragedy, and that's the way I
don't understand that too.
People
we gonna
mean
talk
well
about
by saying that, but it's I've heard it explained that when you have something like this that impacts one or many, you even have to make a conscious effort to breathe at sometimes. And that just comes on you at any particular, if you just don't know what's going to bring it on you. And you realize that you do make it through the day, but you don't know how you did it. But I also, and this goes back to what Kerry Howell was saying, that you know, as many times as you reflect on the loss, at some point you start smiling about the memories. And
okay,
I'm hopeful that at some point that takes over to a certain extent. But there's very little, including the sentence of Mr. Ibarra, that's going to help much, and I acknowledge that. With that, Mr. Ibarra, if you will please stand.
Benevolence is afoot here. Pure evil. There's more to this whole thing. I agree.
Malice murder, I sentence you to life without the possibility of parole.
LNOP.
Count 2 will be vacated as a matter of operation of law. Count 3 vacated by operation of law.
So what they did is all those different charges, it seemed like we're going to try this one. If this one don't stick, you're going to get hit with this one. If this one don't stick, you're going to get hit with this one. One of these going to stick. So the first one stuck, and they vacated the rest. Just from what I'm thinking.
Count 4 vacated by operation of law. Count 5, life in prison consecutive to count 1.
Come on now.
Count 6, 20 years to serve consecutive to count 5. Count 7 will merge with count 1. Count 8, 12 months consecutive to count 6. Strike that. 12 months, but I don't want it to 6. It's just going to be consecutive. Count 9, 12 months consecutive. Count 10, 5 years consecutive to count 6. So that would mean the misdemeanors would come after the felonies.
That boy, he got an LNOP. It's over.
Mr. Ibarra, I will advise you that you have 30 days from today to seek any post-judgment relief in the form of a motion for a new trial or appealing this case directly. If you make a motion for a new trial and that is denied, you have 30 days from that date to file your first appeal, first level of appeal. Court will appoint a lawyer to represent you.
It seems like from one of the earlier statements from one of our fellow detectives, Cindy, that the jails over here are like 5-star living resorts. So I might not want to go back home to that prison over there. I think that was it. Wait, no. Still more.
So, Jose Ibarra was handed a life sentence, and for those of you who don't know, the death penalty was an option. However, the district attorney decided all the way back in May of this year, 2024, for those of you watching in the future, that it wouldn't be handed down if he was to either plead guilty or was to be found guilty at trial. The decision was reached after careful deliberation with the senior prosecutor and the support of the victim's family. Our utmost duty is to ensure that justice is served and that the victim's family is an integral part of the deliberation process. Despite this, there's been a huge backlash, many including some government officials aren't happy with the outcome given the circumstances of the case.
They wanted
and
to
are now
frown. They
discussing
wanted him
whether
dead.
the sentence can be overturned and the death penalty reconsidered. But if the family have spoken with the district attorney and have given guidance on what kind of sentence to hand down, then I think life in prison is probably what they wanted. They want him to rot in prison for the rest of his life, probably with the mindset of why allow him the freedom of death. Before we wrap this case up, there's one piece of information that I haven't mentioned, and to be honest with you, it's probably the most disturbing part of the story. The reason I'm leaving it until last is because I want you to ask yourself why the police didn't respond to this. This is the 911 call made to police as Laken was being murdered. Bearing in mind it's believed that she fought Jose for 18 minutes before ultimately being killed. She pressed the SOS button on her smartwatch that alerted the police, but they never responded to the call.
Clark County 911. Hello, this is Clark County 911. Hello, Clark County 911. Can anyone hear me? Clark County 911.
Dang. It sounded like he was choking her. Then he sounded like the rocks was hitting. Man, rest in peace to Laken, man. Rest in peace. Let's go ahead and book this clown. And then let's come back and talk, y'all. Let's come back and talk. Damn, boy, that was sad.
Why did you break into Lois Walker's apartment?
We didn't break in nowhere.
You were there, you had guns, there was no key, and there was a pick. Now that adds up to breaking and entering, and that adds up to 15 years hard time.
Don't say nothing more. We don't have to answer no questions. You heard him give us our constitutionals. We don't have to answer nothing.
No, you don't. And maybe you don't have to purse a murder up either.
What's with this murder bit?
You forget Joey Coloma?
We had nothing to do with that.
Doesn't look that way.
Who cares how it looks?
Might not be that bad, Steve. Well, no question. Murder one.
Well, maybe they're just a couple of patsies. Paid muscle. Somebody hired him to rough up Joey a little bit. Who was it? Nat Keller? Morgan? Who?
You got no right to question us unless we want, and we don't want. So book us or let us go.
Book him, Dano.
Wait a minute. You got no charges.
No? How is breaking and entering, concealed weapons, and murder, for starters?
Welcome back, detectives. I had to drop the praise break because I don't like sending our team back out into the world with that energy. It was heavy. It was heavy on us. I felt it. You felt it. We all felt that. Rest in peace to Laken. But I know it. I got chills, y'all. I know that this can make you angry, right? And it'll make you look at a person that has nothing to do with it a different way. Try your best to keep your hearts pure. Don't let your mind and what your eyes see corrupt you in your heart. It's easy to do. It can fill you with rage and hate, but don't let that consume you. Sometimes you got to take a step back, inhale, and breathe. And like the judge said, smile at the memories. There are evil, evil, evil people in this world. You can make one choice right now to be exactly like them or be a light that God designed you to be. I tell y'all that at the end of every single podcast because that's exactly what I mean. Be light, be love, be you, because that's who God designed you to be. We are all brought here for one reason or another. We are all family for one reason or another. We all enjoy each other's company and building each other up and loving on each other for one reason or another. Do not let hate and anger win. I love you. I need you to be here. I care about you. I think we're going to go ahead and do night shift tonight. We're going to do night shift tonight. We gonna got that on come kick it. I need to see everybody face in the place. If you were here this morning, I need to see you. It's for me to make sure that you are good. Because this was definitely heavy. It was heavy. I didn't even expect it to be heavy. I didn't. I was like, oh, these politicians are just using this as scapegoat. Woo, woo, woo. But I understand. I understand the anger. I do. I do. But I just refuse to let it consume me and take over. Hey, man, like I said, I love y'all. Thank you for being my friend. Go be light, be love, be you. Bo's ready to go on his walk. I'll see y'all tonight at 9:05. I love y'all, man.
Good work today, detectives. Now y'all make sure y'all go spread light and love. And we'll see you again at 9:05 a.m. for another case from your favorite true crime reaction show with your favorite host, The Morning Crew, with UnoDaOne. This has been the One's Detective Agency.
Tell your daddy hey, boy. Tell your daddy hey, man.